Hello everyone, my name is Dendran and welcome back to Dan's Academy. Well, today's lesson will be on multiplying matrices. The objective is for students to understand how matrices work and how to multiply them, one matrix with each other, with another. So in this video, I'll use a question from Kang Academy so that later we can check if we got the right answer or not. Right here we have E, 5, 3 is negative 2, 1, 4, 1, and D is equal to negative 2, negative 1, 5, 0. And it asks us to find H, knowing that H is the product of E and D. So I'll go ahead and screenshot my problem right here. Yep, and we'll go ahead and write it down on the whiteboard. As you can see, I already wrote it down. E is 5, 3, negative 2, 1, 4, 1. And D is negative 2, negative 1, 5, 0. We have to simplify H. Think of it as whenever you try to multiply two matrices, always think of the dimension. So what is the dimension of this one? In red, dimension of this one will be, we always go by rows and column. So this one has 3 rows by 2 columns. And this one has 2 rows and 2 columns, so it's 2 by 2. So whenever you multiply two matrices with each other, always think of how would you always look at the inner number of the dimensions. So if they have the same inner number, you know that you can multiply the matrix. And your outer number will be your final product. So our final product will be a 3 by 2 matrix. So assume that that was a hint for you guys to try. So go ahead and try it. Okay, so assume that you gotta go there by yourself. So right now I'll try and solve it for you using multiplying matrix C. So H is equal to E times D equal to our products. I already know that our product is going to be a 3 by 2 matrix. So I'll write it out here. The 3 by 2. Maybe this is good enough. Yep. Okay, and you want to look at it as whenever you multiply each matrix each other, you always want to go row the first row of the first matrix, this part, times this part, the first column of the second matrix. So it's going to be this first number right here, the red, and the next number will be the first row multiplied by the second column of the first matrix, of the second matrix. Yep. And we'll keep going like that. So let's jump right into it. The first number will be 5. So row by column, so 5, this row, and this, I'll take this column. So 5 times negative 2 plus, if you don't know what this is, this is the dot product of a vector. So 5 times negative 2 and 3 times 5. That is the first number. We'll go ahead and use the second number, which is the first row of the first matrix multiplied by the second column of the second matrix. So 5 times negative 2 plus 3 times 0. So whenever you see a 0, one number multiplied with 0, it's just going to be 0. So from this point, I'll just write 0. So we have our first row. Go back to the second one. We have the second row multiplied by the first column. So negative 2 times negative 2 plus 1 times 5. And our second number will be the first row multiplied by the second column of the second matrix. The second row of the first matrix multiplied by the second row of the second matrix. So -2 times -1 plus 1 times 0 is just 0. Pretty straightforward. Second one, the third row of the first matrix multiplied by the first row of the second matrix. So 4 times -2 plus 1 times 5. And the third row of the first matrix times the second row of the first row of the first matrix times the second column of the second matrix. So 4 times -1 plus 1 times 0 is just going to be 0. And our products, you just do a little algebra over here to solve for these. So the first number is -10. -10 plus 15. So it's going to be 5. 5. I'll write 5 over here. The second number of the first column is 5 plus 4. So it's going to be 9. 9 right here. And the third number of the first column is -8 plus 5. So it's going to be -3. Go to the first number of the second column is -5 plus 0. So it's just going to be -5. -2 times -1 is just going to be 2. And 4 times -1 is -4. And we are done. So to make sure that we got the right answer, I'll go back and check on King Academy. So let's write down our answer. 593. 59 -3. -5, 2, and -4. Let's go back to King's Academy and write the number down. The answer will be 5, -5, 9, 2, -3, and -4. So we deserve a little drum roll over here. Let's go with Jack. And we got the correct answer. Thank you for listening to this lesson, and I'll see you on the next video.